This is Sylvia from the Lifelong Health and Fitness Conversations podcast, inviting you to tune in for more conversations promoting functional fitness, mental health, wealth, and overall wellness. Join me as I interview experts and practitioners to enrich your life holistically. Listen anywhere you get your podcasts.
Hey everyone, I thought I would do a more personal one. This episode, I want to do kind of on my own health journey because it's been a big part of, the reason why I actually started this podcast, why I write, why I wrote the book, explained a lot. So I guess starting from the beginning, kind of early on, I think I did have some health issues. Early on, I've always had been sensitive, like I guess overall, but especially to foods. I used to have digestive issues, bad stomach aches. Later on, this developed into kind of skin issues when I was about a teenager. About 16 or so, I started getting pretty bad eczema. I'd have to put lotion on my hands a lot, cover them up, especially during winter time. I also developed kind of severe depression, which I kind of have a family history of. Was able to get through that mostly with medication at the time. Didn't really do much counseling. I did kind of at the time I was doing martial arts and kind of got into kind of spirituality, which is kind of what kind of got me into it at first. Later on, I think it was due to kind of a number of things. It was kind of a stressful period during my life when I was 21. There was just a lot going on. I think I don't know, kind of some personal stuff, also some business stuff. I was doing kind of Amway, and I wasn't really doing well, and I remember getting really sick. And then after that, I kind of recovered, but then I remember being really bad. I then started getting a lot of fatigue and brain fog and TMJ issues, and I remember it very early on, although my memory is a bit fuzzy. Basically sleeping a lot. I would go to work, come home, just sleep a lot, and it was almost like narcolepsy for a while. And so I didn't really know what was going on for a while. It was kind of intense. It's still kind of an issue. So I didn't really have health coverage for a while, health insurance really for a while. Then I believe it's with kind of Obamacare, I actually got some health care. I was able to go to a few doctors. And be honest, it kind of changed my view. It's changed kind of my perception a lot, especially dealing with kind of mainstream doctors, and why over time really got into alternative health. I just was really frustrated with the system. I got a CPAP, which helped some. I got some testosterone, which being in my early 20s, I think maybe I was 23, 24. I'm trying to think of the timeline exactly. And that helped some. It didn't help kind of the work environment I was in. They didn't know why I was just so out of it and so tired all the time. They somehow assumed that it was drugs or something. So eventually I did get out of there. I did try for disability. I was hospitalized. I think, it started off as really bad anxiety. I don't want to go into a lot of it, but over the years, my body is just really responds kind of in both a positive and negative way to kind of herbal antibiotics and antivirals. I actually took some cat's claw, not a huge amount, but the max dosage instead of starting out with minimum. And it's a powerful antiviral and antibacterial, and it's often used to treat Lyme and co-infections. And I think that really triggered something, like a bad Herx reaction and anxiety. there are some compounds in kind of cat's claw that are similar to some antidepressants, but I think, really there was more to it. And so over the years, I've been to different doctors. I've been to a lot of the kind of mainstream doctors. I've started to approach more and more, especially lately, alternative. I took antibiotics for a while. My body really responded there. I felt like my body was on fire. I felt I was kind of like in the herks kind of thing. I do think it was kind of improving things. So I'm trying to see, what next to do, because I've tried a lot of kind of conventional medicines. I've tried a lot of psychiatric medicines. I am, I do take some supplements. I do, a lot of it is detox as of late. I was getting ozone for a while. I'm getting acupuncture and a few other things. But biohacking and a lot of other stuff as well too. But yeah, I'm thinking, maybe I may try either prescription, or maybe even herbal kind of antibiotics and antivirals, because I think over time, especially, there's been a lot of indications, and I think it's true for a lot of people, is that kind of stealth pathogens and like Lyme and co-infections, parasites, and even retrovirals, like a retrovirus is like Epstein-Barr and its variants, because there's about a dozen or more that I'm aware of. But I think there's a lot more to it. There's methylation, kind of genetic SNPs or I guess defects, for lack of a better term. There's toxins, there's heavy metals, there's because some people, I think they it just kind of builds up over time, and it just overloads your system, and then over time, and you really have to work on this. You really have to come at it kind of at a lot of different angles, a lot of different perspectives. So I'm trying to figure out what next to do. You really have to advocate for yourself. You have to really look into it. You have to try a lot of different things. Plant medicine has kind of helped me some. I've just been kind of easing into it. I don't want to take a huge dose. I've tried a lot of different things. There was a period where I used cannabis quite a bit. I don't think it's really helpful as much. I don't really use edibles or RSO or anything, but I do think it kind of it does help kind of with mood, some neuroplasticity. I can't even say that word right. And kind of brain and kind of neurological health as well too. I also did TMS. I think that helps some. So yeah, I'm still at it. I hope that as my health improves, I'm able to help not only myself but others more. I really that's why I kind of got into writing. A lot of my writing and even videos as of late, and even this podcast, it's very more health oriented. I have written about other stuff. I used to kind of stream video games some. I don't even play. I haven't even really gamed or played video games that lately. I have been catching up on shows though. But yeah, I hope this kind of helps give some perspective. I did kind of touch on this when I was on another podcast recently, actually about a few months ago, actually in September. But I wanted to kind of touch on it more, kind of give my perspective. I want to work on this podcast more. I may have some more time in the future. I don't know. Depends on what happens with my job. I'm not really sure what's happening there, but that's another story. Anyways, this is kind of my own personal health journey, a story kind of where I'm coming from, what I've kind of tried and been. So I have several different ideas. I haven't had a guest on lately. It's just been tricky with working on this on the side some. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm still struggling quite a bit in some areas. The brain fog and fatigue are kind of persistent. The TMJ is as well too. Sleep has been kind of off and on an issue as well too. It takes me a long time to fall asleep or stay asleep, and insomnia has been kind of a bitch lately. But yeah, that's where I'm coming from. I hope you guys enjoy this episode. If you like it, please follow me. Like it. I'll probably upload it to Spotify, YouTube, a few other platforms. But like it, review it, share it, tell other people. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time.